Something that I've struggled with for pretty much my whole life, but in particular when I was a teenager, up to now, really, like right this very moment. I have struggled with one big thing in particular. I've struggled with a lot, but one big thing in particular that I've had a problem with is taking the words that swim around in my brain and putting them into words verbally and it not coming out as either word vomit or me getting emotionally overwhelmed and completely freezing and locking up. And all the words still swirl around up there, but the mouth won't move. As far as I understand it, that's not an uncommon thing for people on the spectrum, so to speak, to have to deal with, but it's been a particular issue with me. It's also particularly why one of my major interests is writing. I like to do a lot of writing, and sometimes it includes trying to write video scripts. The problem is, I also have motivation problems, and so when it comes to trying to talk about larger topics, or really any topic, I feel like I have to write a script for it, but that takes a lot of time, and for deeper topics, obviously, that takes research, and then actually saying the script, and then putting that all together into a whole thing, and as much as I want to get into that kind of thing, the video essay kind of thing, or maybe even scripted commentary, as much as I don't want to touch the commentary community with a 20-foot fucking pole, I do, at the very least, want to try to talk about topics in general, not just complicated topics, but more casual topics and things that are close to my heart, just in general. And I feel like it'll be good for me to try to do this in some way, to try to gain confidence in being able to speak about just being able to speak, really, in general. And so that is what, after this completely long and drawn out non-intro, what I'm getting at is I am going to be attempting to do these little casual, unscripted videos of me just talking about stuff, about just rambling about stuff. More than anything, just to be able to practice talking about things, which can potentially be useful with me trying to do that, not just effectively talking at a wall that happens to have people behind it once I upload the video somewhere, but actually talking to people in real life, or over the phone, or however, just in some way being able to talk about things in real time without completely freezing up and not knowing what to say and stumbling over all of my words, and then all of a sudden things just start happening that I will not elaborate on, not in this video at least, because this is just meant to be an introduction to the fact that I am doing this in the first place. This is something I am absolutely not used to doing, given this is actually the second take, where the first take I just completely fell apart. I'm just going to try to keep things a bit more concise for this one. At the very least, try to broach like 5 minutes, if I'm lucky, 10 minutes. I'm already almost at 5 minutes, at least according to OBS. I'm at like, oh look, I just hit 420, haha. It's the sex number, guys. Yes, I know what it actually means. I'm joking. Point is, I want to try to just talk about things, unscripted, off the cuff, casual. Practicing being able to talk about things. Not just practicing being able to talk about things, but giving myself an outlet to talking about things in a bit more of a stream of consciousness manner that doesn't require writing, because as much as I like writing, I do a shit ton of it, and I've even started journaling recently, as recommended by my wonderful therapist. Thank you very much. Sometimes trying to talk about something based on actually writing it down is a bit of a fucking chore, especially when you are the type of person who, And by the type of person who does what I'm about to say, I mean me and other fucking idiots, writing for a prolonged period of time and making your wrists hurt, making your hands hurt in general. I mean, obviously, it's a lot easier writing on a keyboard and mouse than trying to, like, I don't know, do it by hand or so. Who even handwrites anymore? Especially not for doing internet stuff. You really, oh God, can you imagine someone out there was like a video essay channel? They make like 50-minute long videos, but they handwrite their scripts. Can you fucking imagine? Honestly, I'd be more impressed than anything. I don't know why I'm going off on that. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. As you can tell, I am very good at going off on tangents. The problem is I'm not good at actually properly transitioning between those tangents or back to what I was originally talking about. In fact, I basically am on a bit of a meta tangent, going on a tangent about going on tangents. But you know what? Given that this video does not necessarily have a specific topic other than me just half introducing myself here, hi, I guess it's okay. But as for other videos, for future ones, if there are any future ones, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this up at all. If I can, how much. Whatever videos come after this that follow this unscripted casual format will obviously be about more specific things. Not strictly specific, not gonna try to like make sure everything is thematically tied together like I would if I was actually writing a script for something, but at least try to keep on topic, or if tangents do come up in those topics, that they actually mean something and have a reason to go off in that direction for a bit. But in general, I just want to build up confidence in being able to talk. I have had a very hard time with talking about things. Part of it comes from having very bad social anxiety, just in general. Part of it comes from being on the spectrum in more ways than one, I'm pretty sure, and on more than one spectrum, evidently. And part of it comes from shame. Mainly things like, when I talk about shame, I mean like that kind of general feeling of like constantly asking yourself, what is wrong with me? Am I broken? Why is my brain broken? Why can't I do this or that or the other thing right? Why can't I do anything right? That kind of stuff. That kind of thinking was a big problem for me, particularly when I was younger, and I'm still feeling the residual effects of it. In fact, sometimes even the full effects of it today. And it's kind of taken me a long time, multiple years of both therapy and just introspection, to reach a point where kind of recently as like the beginning of this year, 2023, of kind of realizing how big of a role shame has played in my life in making me doubt my ability to talk about stuff, not just serious stuff, but just talking in real time and getting the words in my head out of my head in general. It has felt so daunting and overwhelming for so long, and I'm sick of it. And so I'm hoping that by doing this, and by doing it enough, somehow managing to keep up with it, maybe, fingers crossed, I can get better at it. There's no guarantees, but it's worth a shot. And who knows, maybe by doing this, I will inadvertently develop a following of other people who like to hear the word vomit that comes out of my head. Probably not, but maybe. Hard maybe. We'll see. That's about all I have to say. I'm not gonna try to open up any real cans of worms, because I inadvertently did that in the first attempt at this video, and I kind of went all over the place, much more than I did here. So we're going to save that kind of stuff for future content, but for now, I just wanted to say, hello, world, I guess. My name is Mâché, and I like to talk about stuff. This ferret is going to sign off now. Goodbye.